We are about ready to play some Madden NFL. Let's get this started.
Wow, he just took off on that one and he might have just won the game for him.
Alright guys, we gotta do this. I'm gonna take down right ADO, alright? Because I feel like I can do it. Man, I wish I could make a trade on that guy. I beat it. Devontae Adams, we need you, buddy. Six minutes. I gotta see what he's playing.
Today.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Back deep for the Colts, Isaiah McKenzie. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion. and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On third down, here's Richardson. Pittman with a great grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're called...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 3rd and 5. Tannehill. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Tannehill. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Tannehill. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans. Okonkwo. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, you're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Oh, Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. This is caught. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts have regained the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. On second down, here's Henry. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and down he goes. Samson Abuka in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost them there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. He'll let one go deep for downs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So the Colts again going for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Back to throw, Tannehill. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Throwing again is Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Folks, kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we come upon message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Tannehill on target to Burks. First down, Tennessee. They run wide side with Henry. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Tannehill's throw taken in there by Crowder. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Tannehill. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Tannehill looks to change things up. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Tannehill. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He gets this one to Burks. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air again, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a long drive, 11 plays all told, but in the end, they come away with nothing.
And what can you do from an offensive standpoint except pat your kicker on the head and say, get them next time?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And some room to maneuver. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tannehill. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Tannehill now to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. They're changing this at the line. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Tannehill throwing again. This one caught by Crowder. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Colts try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 114 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled it by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's complete. Burks.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he'll return this ball across the field to the 47-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the foot.
There he goes, left side. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. That right there was good stuff. If you guys are new to the channel, I would love for you guys to hit that subscribe button. If you guys are not already subscribers, thank you very much for watching my channel. You guys are the ones that make this channel different. Alright guys, have a good one. I will see you guys back here tomorrow.